Welcome back, guys. Chloe.
Victor.
See what you make me do all the time? Here for your Thursday workout. Got a fun one today. Taking it a little bit easier because tomorrow we are doing half Murph. We are preparing for full Murph, which is coming up in about a month. Coming up quick. So getting ourselves nice and strong for that. To get ourselves started, as always, we got a warm up. 3 rounds, 20 band step overs. 50-foot shuffle per side, and a 45-second single arm overhead hold per side. The band step overs we generally do in the rig with a band, so if you have a setup where you can do that, awesome. Otherwise, we're going to use an invisible band. The invisible band should be about just underneath your butt. So you should have to work to step over it, all the way over, all the way back. That's going to be 10 per side. Second movement is going to be a 50-foot shuffle per side, or about 30 seconds worth of work. Just slight bend in the knee, shuffling down and back, wherever you are. 45-second overhead hold, dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object, bag full of cans, whatever you got available. We're going to have a nice straight elbow here. Shoulders should be shrugged down, and we're going to hold for 45 seconds per side. Anything to add?
No.
That is your warm-up for today. For our skill, we're going to do a superset. Superset stands for alternating between 2 movements. So we have A1, which is going to be Cossack squats. It's going to be sets of 20. And our second movement is going to be an Arnold press, which is going to be sets of 8. We're going to alternate between the 2. Resting about 30 seconds to a minute between each set. For the Cossack squat, we can weight these with a goblet or a dumbbell or an odd object. If you have trouble staying upright, we can hang onto the couch. Stay upright a little bit more, sit down to your butt a little more. Good. So think of it like a side lunge. Get into a nice wide stance. As we come down, the opposite leg is going to stay nice and straight. We're trying to keep our chest upright, and the heels is going to be down on that side that we're lunging onto. 10 per side, that's going to be 20 total. And we're supersetting with an Arnold press. New movement you might not have seen unless you've done some bodybuilding type stuff. So we're adding a rotation into our press. So you're going to start with the dumbbell palm facing you, just elbow down. As we come up, we're going to turn the dumbbell and rotate till we're overhead. Come back down. Same rules when you're overhead as our normal pressing, just as we were doing with the dumbbell over our head. We're going to have the shoulder shrugged down. We're going to have a nice straight arm at the top. And we're doing 8 per side. How does it feel?
Good. I'm tired.
It's tired. We can build on those. If you need to use your odd object, go ahead and use your odd object. That is our skill for today. Our workout of the day is going to be an EMOM, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 14 minutes. The first minute is going to be Turkish get-ups, second minute is going to be speed skaters, and the third minute is going to be mountain climbers. So for 14 minutes, you'll go 1 minute, 30 seconds of Turkish get-ups, then rest 30. Second time, speed skaters, on 30, off 30. Third minute, mountain climbers, rest 30. Turkish get-ups, that first minute we have. Dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object. If you notice, Victor's arm is going to be nice and straight. That opposite hand is going to be out to the side. The same knee that's bent, the same arm that's extended, that knee is going to be bent, and the other leg is going to be out straight. Our goal is to go from point A to standing without losing our straight arm. Okay, so we're going to go shift our body weight onto that opposite arm, pick our hips up. That straight leg is going to slide underneath until we're in a lunge, and we're going to stand. Back down the same way. We'll start by bending the knees down, coming back into that lunge, coming back down to the opposite hand, straight leg comes down, and we're back down to the ground. Each rep requires you to stand all the way up and come all the way down for it to be considered a good rep. I'm going to show you if you come back down. If you have trouble with these, either with mobility or if you've just never done them before, they are a challenging movement, and I know it can be hard if you don't have a coach here to help you out with them. So I'm just going to show you, we'll do something called a Turkish sit-up, which is going to be just cutting the rep in half. So same thing, we're going to start that straight arm, that same knee will be bent. And this time we're just going to sit up until we get onto that opposite arm. The arm's going to be straight here, nice and locked out, and we're going to come back down.
These are really hard.
Do a couple for me. Good. Awesome. Challenging on the core. We're also going to be building some stability in the shoulder. So if you can't do the Turkish get-up, perfectly acceptable option for you. On that second minute, we got speed skaters, Victor's favorite, because he looks mad cool while he's doing them.
Good Canadian.
I was doing them one time recently from quarantine in our yard, and I just could imagine the amount of videos being taken of me by our neighbors making fun of me, but that's okay. We do them anyways because they're good for us. So from that standing position, we are going to jump onto one side. That back leg is going to come behind you. And if you're really nice and smooth, you're going to get the arms going with you, just like you're a skater. That's why we call them speed skaters.
Whoop.
Third minute is going to be mountain climbers. Down into a plank. And these are going to be really simple. We're not going to bring the toes in. We're just going to bring the knees up. So in that plank position, I want these to be super fast. Go ahead. So see, Victor did them the way I don't want them. I actually don't want your toes touching the floor. I just want your knees to come into the chest. Yes. Trying to make sure that your butt stays down and doesn't come up like you're in downward dog like Victor just did. That is your workout of the day. If you have any questions, email us, come to our Zoom, and we will see you tomorrow for half Murph.
Peace out.